Well, it keeps on going. The news never stops, hot off the presses yet again. But I am prepared this time, Queen of Extreme, for yet again breaking news. But this time I've got it prepared for you. This is what you
I'm
wanted.
telling you, this is what we need in our life. This song is like I feel like I'm the Walter Cronkite of the wrestling.
Walter Cronkite couldn't swing a Singapore cane like you could, though.
That's true. But yeah, that's perfect.
Hot and heavy.
So we literally recorded what 4 hours ago? 3
Not
hours?
even, maybe 2.5.
I don't know what it was. I ran out. I got my kids their Easter basket candy at Five Below. I went to ShopRite and bought groceries for dinner tonight and for the remainder of the week, and came home and was planning on just maybe doing some Mario Kart with my son, just hanging out. And then you text me this thing, and I'm like, whoa, we have to jump back on. So here we are again. And as much as I care about you, I'm a little sick of seeing your face this week. I'm not going to lie. This is like
you'd be the first person to ever say that. So
yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
But we have the update. Vickie Guerrero has responded to the TikTok by her daughter, Sherilyn Guerrero, from Sunday night.
Right. So just
it is a hot and heavy response.
Right. Just to, if you didn't watch the first video, people, I suggest you go back.
I just put a card right above it.
Okay, it'll be listed up where he's pointing.
Well, you can't see it because they're audio.
That's true. Watch that. He's pointing upward like Sabu when he's getting ready to do a big. Yeah, there you go. Watch that video first because that explains what's going on. In a nutshell, Vickie Guerrero's daughter is accusing her stepfather of sexual misconduct, sexual assault, whatever you want to call it, and gave her side of the story. And that's what we talked about in that video. In this video, we have Vickie Guerrero's response, which when I read it, I was like, she's mad. She's mad. And she has every right to be mad if she's in the right. So before I say anything else, pull it up and read it so we can all hear it in case anybody missed it, and then we'll give our thoughts.
Without a doubt, yeah. So this is from Vickie Guerrero's Instagram. She wrote, "There are two sides to a story. Over 15 years, my relationship with Sherilyn has been hostile, and I have tried to deal with a narcissist person. Not only myself, but close friends of Sherilyn of over 10 years and family have cut ties with her because of her manic behaviors. I tried to do therapy with Sherilyn, but she always said no, and that I am sick, not her. Sherilyn, please tell your side of your character of being drunk on the cruise and having guys in your room and then crying because you think you were raped, then demanded us go to a pharmacy in the Bahamas for Plan B. You want to play dirty and sling Chris and I through the mud. I have my own pile of mud from you. Are you enjoying the 2 cars that Chris bought you, the 3 apartments you bailed out of, and the 2 surgeries we paid for you? Your lies will catch up, and I feel bad for you. Sherilyn, not once have you spoken to Chris about the situation, but you can go on social media and tell all. But that's how you communicate. Another example of you manipulating and harassing others. I am so done with you and tired of the years of your manipulation, lies, and disrespect. I kept quiet for years because you never seek therapy to learn how to have an adult conversation with me. It has always been your way or nothing at all. Okay, Sherilyn, not only will I see you in court, but you and I will no longer be related. For the fans who feel entitled to comment, fuck you. You hear one side of a story and you feel entitled to comment on something you know nothing about."
Wow. 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 Okay. So, Jesus. I mean, I said it earlier. We weren't there. We don't know. No one knows. It's all speculation, right? That's what we stated in the other video. It's all speculation. There's two sides to every story. I said that. I didn't take any sides. My point was, if it was true, it's heartbreaking to witness somebody who is young, who is impressionable, who is in a way pleading for her mom to come back to her. I mean, that's what watching that TikTok, that's what it looked like to me. She just needed her mother. And I said that in the other video. Now, what Vicki says is a completely different story as to what Sherilyn said. So, in Vicki's case, she's saying the girl gets drunk, the girl goes out and she has a bunch of guys come in. The girl could have been raped. The girl could have been pregnant. They had to do plan B. All this, I mean, really opening the door for all of us to know their dirty laundry, so to speak. So she's pissed. Vicki is pissed. And if Vicki is telling the truth, rightfully so, she should be pissed. But good Lord, who's in the right? Who's telling the truth? I don't know. Again, I still love Vicki. She's always been sweet to me. I can't emphasize that enough. But this is a twist now. She said, what if the daughter's lying? What if Vicki's telling the truth? There are two sides to every story. And that's why, like, as badly as I want to get stuff up and, uploaded and, one of the first to break the story, it's like, if you wait a couple hours, things change with the drop of a hat. And then you have to do a part 2. You know what I mean? So now it's kind of like hearing this, does your opinion change?
That's not a good response, in my opinion. She should have, my opinion, she should have kept it down the middle, because now you give people a decisive side to pick, because you called out fans who commented. Leave them out of it. Who cares? This is a family issue. This isn't a wrestling storyline. Who gives a shit what the fans think? Leave them the hell out of this. This is a family thing. If you're going to court, if you're going to now have to seek some sort of intervention by the law, by actual judges and lawyers, leave the fans out of this. Now you're giving people in the court of public opinion their 2 cents, and that it's affecting you. I think she should have kept this super generic and not called out specific incidents. This was a bad look by Vicki.
I feel like, she's so pissed off. Her calling out the fans is the fans are burying Vicki. They're burying her. They're every name in the book they're calling Vicki now.
Who cares? This is a family problem.
Well,
Fuck
because
them. Won't worry about that.
It's a family problem. But if you're a public figure, you don't want people looking at you negatively, especially if it's not something that's true.
So tell them, "F you," then stay out of it.
Okay, well, maybe she worded it incorrectly, but she's hot right now. She's pissed. It's like, did you ever hear the people who say, I went to tweet something and I stared at the tweet for an hour before I pressed the send button or before I pressed the tweet, but like, I don't know if I should publish it this way. And then, in a couple minutes, you might see things in a different light if you can calm down. She probably got on there and was like frantically like typing because she's so hot and so pissed off. She probably didn't have a chance to sit there and think about being diplomatic. She's just pissed. And again, if her side is true, rightfully so. I mean, if somebody accused me of something or my husband of something that we didn't do, I'd be pissed off too. But who do you believe? And it's not up to us to judge their problems. It's just like just being in the crowd. Who do you believe? Oh, I believe Vicki. Oh, I believe Sherilyn. I don't know. I would like to think Vicki's telling the truth. Only because I would hate for that little girl. I keep calling her a little girl. She's an adult. I would hate for that woman, her daughter, to go through what she says she went through. Right?
Yeah.
because you don't want that for anybody. So I would hope Vicky's telling the truth, especially since Vicki is a colleague. She's a friend. She's, I admire Vicki. I don't want her to be an evil villain in this scenario, because then that changes your outlook on people. I want her to be the nice, sweet Vicki that I know and like. But I don't know who's telling the truth now. This throws a big wrench into the story. So did she handle it wrong with her response? Yeah, I mean, she probably could have worded it differently, of course. But sometimes when your emotions get a hold of you, you write things that you're not really proud of. Maybe she'll delete it later. Maybe she'll leave it up. Who knows? Time will only tell. But this could change everything.
It really could. This is I'm just looking at the responses as you're talking, and woof, man, if she wasn't getting buried before by the fans, she's getting double as much buried by the fans.
Did she put that on her Twitter page?
I think it was Instagram.
Instagram.
Yes,
okay.
This looks like Instagram to me.
Okay.
And people are sharing the old Rock segment from Raw where he ripped her apart in the acoustic rock concert. They're sharing that in response to the Instagram post. So I mean, she's getting killed.
Wow. I mean, geez, I don't know. I who do you believe? For me, I don't know. Like I said, I would love to side with Vicki on this because any man who manipulates a woman in my book is just a creep, so I would like to think that it did not happen, but I don't know. Are you leaning one way or another?
I can't. It's not my place to lean in any way, right? Because this is a family matter.
Looking at the information that's presented in front of you, what do you think?
It's tough. I mean, it's hard not to side with the daughter at this point and just say, that was a gut-wrenching video to watch. But, Vicky's response was also quite vehement in the defense and saying that, look, we have all this stuff that's gone on, and the convictions of that response also make you lean towards maybe Vicky's got enough, and especially saying that there's friends over the years. So maybe you go towards Vicki. I don't know. I can't really pick a side at this point. In the court of public opinion, it's right down the middle.
Wow. Yeah. Well,
it's the same thing. It's virtually where we were the other day.
Yeah, it is. But it's just like, we kept saying, we want to hear from Vicki. We want to hear, and we have. And now it's just like, wow, did we ever hear from her? She said a mouthful. Like I don't know. I want to believe Vicki so badly. I really do. And like I said, I know nothing about the daughter. So who knows? So maybe she did make it up. Maybe. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just, this is a tough one.
Yeah.
But for Vicky's sake, I just hope they're telling the truth. Because this is something that could just destroy somebody's career. Just public stuff like that. Like,
both sides.
Yeah, both sides.
I don't know what the Sherilyn does, but both sides.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
But look, first response out of me when I read Vicky's response was, "Excuse me."
Well, I mean,
come on, nothing.
It's true. I mean,
nothing.
What are you gonna do? What can you do? But I don't know. What do you think? Again, let us know in the comments. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. This is just
Well, we'll see what happens next. Let's just leave it at that.
I'm sure I'll see you in about 2 hours because we'll probably have to record again. So, yeah. But of course, we'll see how this progresses. And damn. I hate stories like I want the next story to be like rainbows and unicorns and sunshine. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking forward to,
That's right. How about this one? How about, something, well, we'll see. The news cycle could be slow, and we'll see a fluff piece. There you go.
Well, we'll see what happens. But again, I'm not hating on either of them. I don't know what's going on. I just thought that we should come back and give Vicki her say and say she did. She was very, very outspoken in her comments and very pissed off. So time will tell.
All right. Well, we will get out of here for the immediate couple of minutes. We will catch you next time for the Eyes Up Here experience on YouTube. Remember, subscribe, like this video, share it with your friends, your mother, your grandmother, your best friend, your cousin, and everybody in between. And we'll catch you next time for the Queen of Extreme. This is the Chadster. We will catch you on the flip.
Hey YouTube, it's the Queen of Extreme Francine letting you know that starting April 1st, YouTube will be the home for the Eyes Up Here experience. Along with my co-host Chad, we will be bringing you the best interviews with the hottest stars from wrestling and the entertainment industry. Plus, channel members get access to exclusive video content that includes watch-alongs and much, much more. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get the notifications, and I hope to see you at our next live.